Salud mi gente, your boy's coming through once again, and on today's video we're gonna talk about local sniper. Local snipes, right?
Me go to church, yeah, only for your funeral.
Maybe that's how you met him. I know my sniper. He started making music. When I started making music, he got a label. He started putting music out there on stores, on YouTube, by 2009, 10, 11, 12. I don't know for how long. I can't speak on that. I was locked up the whole time that he was making music, right? When I was locked up, people had asked me, hey, you know this guy? I was like, yeah. As a homie, right? Like, oh man, this guy's doing it. I was for reals. So I don't know to what point he was doing it. This guy was making collaborating with Mr. Blue and stuff like that. So he was doing his thing, right? He was doing his thing. When I got out, I seen on YouTube some of his videos have millions of views, man. And I was like, damn, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So in today's video, I'm gonna speak about how I met him, what I know, the hate that he used to get, and the struggles, right? So before we continue with this video, don't forget to subscribe, man. If you feel like you want to show some love and support, hit the subscribe button. Also, keep those comments, those likes coming. We do appreciate them, and we understand that it's difficult sometimes to make that effort, but we appreciate that effort, man. Highly appreciate it. So let's get to this video, because again, I don't know how many people are gonna know Local Snipes, but this is what I know about him. So I grew up around the 559, right? When I became who I became, I remember going to a house. We went to a house with the homeboy, and somehow I believe he called Snipes, right? So he showed up in his I believe he had a Malibu right there, like a 2000 Malibu. I don't know if it was gray or blue, but what I do know is that the inside of his car had that neon lights, the blue neon lights, and I remember seeing that. I was like, man, this guy's just driving in una bola azul, like a blue ball. He got out of his car. He was all blued up with the cholas también on blue. If you know about the cholas, you know. If you don't know, pues, ni modo. But that's when I met him, right? We kicked it, said what's up, stuff like that, and we just chill, bro. Just chill. From that point on, I mean, he lived in a different city than when I lived, but we kicked it. Everybody kicked it. There was a circle back then, and there was the whole movement, and within that movement, there was a circle of certain individuals, right? And again, we still mess with one another because we know what's up with us. And at the end of the day, a lot of us move in life in different ways. Some of us stay, and we still are connected some way or another, if you know what I mean, right? But I remember when this guy, man, Local Sniper, I know him as Snipes, right? He used to get a lot of hate, bro. He used to get a lot of hate because back then he used to do what is called underground rapping. He used to rap. He used to give the CDs to the homies and stuff like that, and go bump his stuff, right? And he used to get down 100%. But there were certain individuals that I feel used to hate on him because of this. There's other individuals who want to become a rapper, and I don't know what was the deal, right? But he always was one who received a lot of hate. I remember there's people from his town. They used to hate on him, or his city, my bad. They used to hate on him, and because then there was a couple medias done, and there was things done and stuff like that you have to do right there, and eventually people used to say, okay, that issue, but that issue always surfaced. This individual became well connected on the streets. That I'm not gonna be speaking on that because I shouldn't speak on that, but he became connected in a way. One thing about Snipe that I'll tell you is that he knows how to move. He always had that lingo, uh, and he was outgoing, always outgoing, straight up, man. I cannot take that away from him. But the thing is that he always have a lot of haters because of this and because of other things, right? I still remember when he's trying to make it, right? He was doing what he was doing out on the streets, not neglecting that, but still his goal was to become a rapper. I still remember he was the first individual that introduced me to a thing called YouTube back in those days. I was like, "What is that, bro?" I said, "That's YouTube. There's videos of this type of things." Back then, it was YouTube was raw. Back then, I was like, "Oh, like, I was tripping, right?" I still remember he was the one who introduced me to YouTube. You know, before I didn't mess with computers. You know, I was on the streets doing my thing, as simple as that. But other people were more into the computers, the internet, and stuff like that. And he had a YouTube account, or he was able to get into YouTube. And I remember we saw a video that it was vicious, right? But I still remember when he was trying to make it. He will record his CDs. He will send them to different record labels, and they would not hit him up. But he wouldn't stop. He kept doing what he kept doing, and if I'm not mistaken, the guys who got him first, which I think probably got that in the label in 2008, 2009, it was Underground 805. If I'm not mistaken, because he had sent me a letter. He sent me a letter, and I think this letter he sent it to me. I already had heard that he was a rapper, that he made it, that his label was already on the stores, that his CD, I mean, was already on the stores, and it was through somebody else, right? So, man, that's cool, man. He's making it. I'm happy for him, because I know the struggle that he was going through in trying to get a label. But then I remember receiving a letter from him, and nobody knows this except me and him. And I received this letter, and he was hitting me up, and he's like, "Hey, is it cool to I'm gonna do a song, and I want to bring up your name right there, you know?" And I was like, "Nah, go ahead, homie. I mean, I do appreciate it, you know. Gracias for not forgetting about me, about the homies that they got locked up and stuff like that, So I did appreciate it." And he came out with the song. I believe it's called "Can't Stop Us." I believe that's what it's called. And right there, that's when he sends shout outs to three individuals. One of them is me, right? And at this point, I never heard none of his music. I heard individuals talking about it, and I was happy that he did what he did. Straight up, man. He knows I got love for him. I know he got love for me because we have lived a lot of things, right? We have done a lot of things that we can't speak on a platform or to anybody, right? But those who know. And I can tell you that this guy knew how to move in life. Simple as that. You cannot take that from nobody. You have your what you call the studio gangsters, the individuals that just talk about it, rap about it, but in reality, it's those guys that never want to leave their house. And I remember one time he hit me up when he used to write me when I was in prison. He was like, "Hey, I'm changing labels." Why is that? These people are not about it. So he changed labels because of that, according to him, right? I'm not gonna say what label it was, but that's what he said. And I was like, "Man, whatever's working for you, man. If you got everything on locked, do your thing, right? Do your thing." And to this day, I hit him up. Maybe one of these days, if he's willing, we'll get him up on the channel, talk to him, interview him. We'll see how there's certain things that we have to talk behind scenes to see things that we can speak on and things that we can't, right? But I think it'll be a good interview, right? Good interview, a good live. Whatever we choose to do, whether we choose to do a live or just an interview, so you get to know him, especially for those who are followers of his music, who like his music, and the guy gets down. So real, I mean, for real, man. So I thought I should share this little story with you guys, so to think about, right? And it's a reminder. Always chase those dreams, man, because the minute that you give up, it's possibly, you were close to accomplish that. Never give up, man. Just follow what you want and accomplish it. So with this being said, we are out to next video. Gracias.